Hey everyone, welcome to Centro Kids Crafts. I'm glad that you could join me today, and today we've got a special 2 crafts for you, which is based off the lesson that we learnt. Hopefully today, if you're watching another time, it was on Sunday that we learnt this lesson all about I don't know everything, but I know the one who does. Of course, talking about how God knows everything, and we can gain wisdom from reading His Word and asking Him for it. Today, you're only going to need a few small things. You're going to need some scissors. Make sure we be safe with those, alright? You're going to need some colouring in, pens and pencils. You're going to need a stapler, and you're also going to need this sheet, which is from the activity, the big activity on our website, grade 2 to 6, the big activity. You can print this sheet off there. Otherwise, our second activity is the big activity, which is the age 2 to grade 1 activity. You can see on our website, and you can print this one off as well, or you can even write this one out if you don't have a printer at home. And all it says is, I don't know everything, but I know the one who does. So you can write that if you'd like in just a little space there, and we're going to do that craft second. So I'll do this one first, which is a bit of origami. So we're going to get right into it now. Okay, step number 1 is you need to cut out the square with the origami on it, and then you'll keep the instructions to the side to look at as you go. So let's do that now. Okay guys, once you've cut that out, we can move on to the next step. As always guys, you can just pause the video if you're not quite up to what I am, and then once you catch up, you can unpause and we'll go into the next step. Our second step guys, is we're going to fold this piece of paper diagonally corner to corner. So just like this, you're going to fold it and make sure you get it perfectly lined up as best as you can, and then we will fold that one. So do that now. And fold that now. Perfect, and make sure you give it a nice crease along the line when you're folding it. And then open it back up, and we're going to do the other corner to corner. The other corner to corner guys. Make sure we line that up best we can. Line that up. And again, give that a nice crease, just like that. When you open your paper, you should have 2 creases running straight through the middle, just like that. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Step number 3 guys, is we're going to use the paper and we're going to fold the corner into the center, just like that. And we're going to do that with each corner. So you can do that now. So after step 3, it should look like that, and make sure these creases are really strong guys, because you're going to need them really strong. Alright, so make sure they're nice and strong. We'll move on to the next step now. Okay, for step 4, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to flip it on the other side, and so we'll fold these squares on the opposite side, the same as what we've just done. So let's do that now. Alright, so it should look like this, and like that as well. So make sure these are strong folds. It might be a bit harder because the paper is getting thicker, but now once you've done that, we can move to the next step. Okay, the next step, step number 5, is we're going to get this and we're going to fold it in half to make a rectangle, just like that. And then we're going to fold it again to make a square, just like that. Make sure you crease those folds, and then you unfold it once, and then you're going to unfold it once, and unfold it twice. And now on this side, what you want to do is lift up these pieces of paper here and just fluff them out, fluff out the corners. Do the same with all 3 of them. A little bit tricky. And then you can insert your fingers in there. And then once you've inserted your fingers in there, you have got the final product. So, turns out I made mine the wrong way around. As you can see, it's blank on top when there's supposed to be numbers. So I'm just going to quickly fix that and we'll move on to the next step. Alright, there we go, I've fixed it up. I'm sorry to everyone out there watching. You probably did the same thing because you were following me. So all you need to do is follow the exact same instructions, just on the opposite side. So these are actually showing. So I'll fluff up the edge pieces now and we'll see what we've got. Alright, a little bit tricky at first. Once you get that, now you can see that's the final product. It's got the numbers on the outside this time, which is great, which is what we want. And I'll show you how to use it in just a moment. And I'll show you how to use it now. What you need to do is grab a friend or your mum or your big sister or whatever it is, and ask them to choose a number. So let's say they choose 3. You need to move it in and out 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. And now they've got a choice from another set of numbers, which is 7, 4, 3, or 8. So they might pick 7. You might not be able to see, it might be too far away, but they might pick 7. So you need to do the same thing again. So you need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now they need to choose another number, and they've got 1, 2, 5, or 6 as an option. So they're going to choose 5. So then you grab the corner of 5, which is a little tricky, and you pull it up, and you see there's a question on there. So you'll read that. And the question is, true or false? There are 66 books in the Bible. What do you think? And if you pull it down further, the answer is there, and the answer is true. There are 66 books in the Bible. 39 in the Old Testament and 27 in the New Testament. And then you put that one back, and you can get in here again. And you can go all over again with different numbers and different questions and see if you can answer all the questions in there. So that was step number 6 for our second craft. So I'm just going to pop this over to the side and I'm going to grab the second craft out here. Which, if you remembered, it was just, I don't know everything, but I know the one who does. And we're going to make a headband actually. So what we're going to do, you can color these in again, however you'd like, and then you just cut them out. So I'll cut them out now. So you just need 2 bands like this. So I'll cut them out now and we'll go to the next step. Alright, I've finished cutting them out. So I can put them there, and if you need a hand cutting out at all, you can ask your parents, your mum or your dad, or you can ask your big sister or big brother to give you a hand with these ones. So after you've cut them out and coloured them in and made them look nice, all you need to do is grab your stapler and staple them together in the middle like this. Okay, so we're going to do that now. 1 staple and 2 staples. So it's just stapled like that. The next step, as I said, it's a headband, is you're going to want to measure your own head. So this is what I'm going to do, and you may need someone to help you out, but you put it around your head like this and you measure to see where it fits. And mine only just fits around my head, so I'm going to staple it right on the edge there. Right on the edge, and then I can put that on. There we go, just like a headband. My hair's everywhere, but that's okay. And this little origami reminds us that God knows the answer to every question. It reminds us that we don't know everything, but we know the one who does. It reminds us that we can seek God's wisdom through His Word and by asking Him. And the headband reminds us, obviously, as what it says, I don't know everything, but I know the one who does. As we grow up, we learn new things every day. We grow in knowledge and wisdom as we get to know God. We can ask God to give us wisdom, and He will. We can look for God's wisdom in His Word, the Bible. I don't know everything, but I know the one who does. Thank you so much for joining us today for our Centro Kids Craft video. I hope you're able to make this origami one, or if not, this headband one, or maybe even both. And I hope they look a lot more colourful than mine do. But thank you again so much for joining us for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So stay safe and stay crafty. See you later.